Alright, welcome to, well, not Star Fox 64 Recompiled. This is actually Quest 64 Recompiled, I guess. This is another decompilation program, decompilation project, right? For the Nintendo 64 game Quest 64, which I have very little knowledge about, very little information about, and quite interesting though. See? So Quest 64 Recompile is a project that uses the N64 Recompile to statically recompile Quest 64 into a native port with many new features, enhancement, and extensive mods. This project uses RT64 as the rendering engine to provide some enhancement. Right, so you can definitely see this is very early on. This is a beta release or alpha release. I think it is 0.1. You do need your Quest 64 American version here to be able to boot this decompilation or recompilation port. I will link down below so you can see everything. And yeah, this is going to be like a first time play for me. I might have like just dabbled in this very briefly when this was released, but never really dug into it. I think this is going to be quite interesting. Close that one down because of a couple of things. One of them is that there weren't that many RPG games on the Nintendo 64. So the first time when you're gonna load this mod or this recompiled port, you will have an option to select the game, and then it will just automatically take the game assets and put them into the PC port so it can run. There's some very brief stuff here. I think this is, again, this is based on the Star Fox, very quick and dirty release so far, right? We don't really have a turbo or a brake or tilt left and right. So it could be a little bit interesting trying to remap everything, right? But again, this is a very early first release of this, so you have some simple thing here. I turn off film gray. Don't know this is like modifying the original look of the game or not, but I'm not a fan of film grain. Go to graphic settings here. We have automatically should upscale to just match the window. So like if you have this mod running it in full screen on a 1440p monitor, it should probably upscale the game to 1440p. But you could also use the fixed regional resolution for a more classic look, or just a little bit original ×2 for a little bit of, you know, more oomph, but still more true to the classic one. But I'm going with automatic. I'm gonna try this with the 16:9 expanded format support. I think I read it's mostly should be fine, right? Windowed mode or full screen mode. I think full screen is borderless. I'm also gonna try to run this at a higher frame rate. At the moment, it should be 120. See what's gonna happen when we get into game. Cranking the anti-aliasing up here, why not? And making the harder fit the 16:9. Most of these recompiled or PC ports are quite lightweight on your GPU and stuff to run, so adding anti-aliasing shouldn't be a problem. You have some sound settings, and then mod support, but there's, to my knowledge, no mods yet. So yeah, this is gonna be fun. It's gonna be a first look for me at this game. Also, again, it's gonna be really interesting to just try another of these classic decompilation, you know, recompiled PC ports, which is just amazing to keep getting for these great games. especially the 64 era, there are a lot of games that could benefit very much from this PC port. Just because of the N64 just was so early into the 3D era, there were some frame rate problems and stuff like that. So PC port could potentially fix. They could potentially fix that kind of problem with frame pacing and low frame rate and stuff like that. So I think I read a little bit about this game, and it was like reviewers liked the graphic for this, and they liked that you could have like a RPG on the N64, you know, the cartridge format. And they felt that maybe the rest of the things weren't the basic gameplay. They felt was not that like crazy. But we can see here that it's running at 120 frames. My CPU is just doing pretty much nothing, and the GPU is, you know, just relaxing. Let me crank maybe the volume up. Right. New game, load and delete. Name. Okay. And Abbott. Right, so we are a kid going after our father. Okay. Right, and our father went looking for a book. Right. Magic probably in the book. If you still insist, going to Dondoran. Okay. Alright. A little bit of a classic, almost Zelda look here. Right. Doors open automatically. Very blurry textures. The game could probably benefit from a texture mod. Just trying to tweak the audio a little bit here. We are going to let's remove that one. We don't need it to see the performance here. This is going to be a very lightweight game. Okay, can't really see a lot. Keep going. Runs very nice and smooth. Again, I don't have any fresh memory of the original game or anything like that, so I can't tell if the physics or the animation are broken in this higher FPS mode. It just feels very nice and fluid so far. Looks sharp and crisp, like the, you know, the look of the colors. Looks nice. A hidden spirit. You will see a sign. When you see it, press the... Okay. Press one of the C buttons to do blah blah. You will increase. Oh, okay. The fire spirit is up. Do I need to remember this? Ooh. The water spirit is down, the earth spirit is left, and the wind spirit is, let me guess, right. Oh, memorize these positions. You know, For a 1 hour-ish let's try, I think I'm gonna skip ahead. That's interesting though, the game's telling me to memorize it, okay. It's quite interesting, the bookshelf looks pretty crisp, but the textures of like the ground and stuff are so right now I'm just trying to figure out the different settings. Right, it doesn't look like I can open that one. Alright, let's continue on here. I am using an 8-bit Ultimate 2 wireless controller to try this. Right, so I'm gonna guess there is... I don't think you can control the camera or anything like that. Let's continue on. So we have 50-50 HP, we have a bit of magic, we have one... Okay, so 1 fire, magic, earth and wind and that, blah blah blah. Oh! Ryan! Right, okay, so we only have magic. Very nice music audio so far. Okay, so we have a pause menu. Defense 4, agility 5. Right? I don't think we can open these. No. Continue going. Okay, yeah, it looks like just repeating rooms now. Should I go in every room or not? I'm wondering if there's going to be something fun in one room. It's only 2 more rooms. You have to check them. What if there is something really awesome? Doesn't seem like it, but you never know. Right? Damn it. Ah, damn it. Oh no, more rooms? So yeah. It is very sharp, text is very sharp and stuff like that. You know, colors are very nice, but definitely you can very see here when you do upscaling. The textures are not that amazing. They are old and very blurry here. Texture pack would do really good here. When you find a treasure chest, and will press the C button and you will find items that help you on your quest. Alright, yeah. So I did read about this game. There's apparently no like currency and stuff. You only like you find item and upgrades and get experience just fighting and everything like that, which is interesting. I don't mind it. Look for them in the town. Counters on every last nook and cranny. I don't mind that. I don't think that every game like this, if this is a more of a lightweight RPG, that could be fun. My first chest. Do 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 do. You've dropped a 10. Can I? You drop. Don't know what the... Oh, MP plus 10. Okay. Oh, oops. Alright. I don't see any map so far. I did miss one room to go into. Oh. Okay, more MP up. Oh. Question is, should we go back and... Oh, sneaky. I could continue out. No? Guess not. It looked like it was a door, but I guess there was no door. Oh, that's the big door, probably leading away from here. Okay, nothing here. Okay. Is I'm not allowed to go in here. Right, so we did go here. Go here. So there's no door here. Huh? So where do we go to get out of here? Okay, now it worked. Leave now. Okay, so we can leave now. Any secret? They told us to look everywhere before. Oh, we have a door. And a big door. Right, the camera angles would be nice to have a, you know, a port of this that you could add, like add a manual camera angle change, like camera view, changing the camera. Hear it, please. Blah. Okay. Should we try the big door or this door? Welcome to the kitchen, laddie. Please take this fresh bread. Ooh, HP up? Yep, right. Honey bread, okay, HP up. So we have magic and we have HP. Okay. It is definitely a very simple graphic. It's kind of funny when you see that reviewers call this like good graphic. Zelda Ocarina of Time was released before this game, right? And that's definitely so far more of a better looking game, I would say. This is more on par with Super Mario 64. Doesn't seem like I can do anything, no dodge roll or anything like that. We are going around, they told us to look everywhere. It is a very, like, colorful, like, definitely have a little bit of a, like, the kind of happy vibe songs going for it. Definitely is, again, yeah, I definitely feel that Zelda Ocarina of Time has more graphical oomph than this. Oh. Probably could have... Yeah, probably Zelda might have a little bit more of gameplay oomph, but we'll get to see. This is more of like the RPG style, and I guess Zelda is more of the action adventure style, so I have no idea if I'm going the right way or not. Right, that opens this menu. So far it's like I can't do no dodge roll, no jumping, and no crouching or anything, you know. I can bring up a menu, I can like interact, have my item list there. I have this type of magic thing that I can bring up. Right, we are out in the wild, some kind of village. Okay, hop in. That is another thing that is, you know, nice with the PC port and recompilation and decompilation thing, is that things like characters, like the draw distance, can be tweaked. Right, okay, so there's a lot of different houses here. Oh, okay, so we get a fast travel. Okay. Kids are out in dangerous places and playing. Right. So far it's definitely difficult to tell, you know, what I feel about the game, right? It's just been wandering around a little bit. Again, colorful game, kind of catchy little song and tunes. But very simple graphic, very blurry, classic 64 texture feel to it. We don't need to rest. We are out on the quest, blah blah blah. Okay. Nothing else? No. But this is just to restore your HP and stuff like that. It's out playing there. Did I talk to you guys? I don't think so. So I think this is for an RPG game on the shorter side. I think I read something about this being 20 to 12 hour long. Okay. Have I checked every house? Right, so far it is starting off at, we don't really know a lot, just that there is our father are out searching, looking for a book, a powerful book that could, if it lands in the wrong hands, destroy the world, right? Ryan, use the B button to adjust your view. Oh, okay. Oh, that's okay. Interesting. So if you press the okay. Right. Right, I also think that it will have a night and day cycle, the game, and different things can happen during night time and daytime. Okay, avoid my... If you move outside of a large, you will have the option to escape. Okay. I had to try it. Oh. Oh. Fresh bread, alright. Well. Right. Uh-huh. I'm gonna guess that we need to go down. Right. Probably can't go this way, right? We can't fall off into the water. Oh, it looks like we might be able to. Nope. Okay. Right, you cannot fall down into the water. Yeah, let's go this way. I think this way might be the way out into the field to start our journey and to see how it's going to feel to maybe fight. So you can... seems like you're gonna have like a big area for fighting, and then you can like move in a little bit of a space to avoid this getting hit. Do-do-do. Oh. Alright, so this is my... The only thing that I can do is rock level 1. Oh. I can't... Oh. I try to move to dodge. Right. don't think I don't have the dodge down. Okay. That felt interesting to say the least. I was thinking it was gonna be like a tutorial for the fighting, but I guess not. So, can I do 50 HP? Okay, takes me home. 100 HP, whoa. 50. MP 10. Okay, I don't want to use any of these. Oh! Okay, so you just get suddenly get into fights. Yeah, I have no idea how you avoid. How you dodge, I don't know. I would need a tutorial on that. What? Oh my god. So if I do... I'm trying this. Right, so you can escape. Oh! More big bad. Okay. Yeah, I would need a tutorial. Wow, okay. I don't remember what this was again, and if I should do get this. Oh, I guess I tried pressing left, but that didn't work. Oh my god, that's a lot of... Okay, so sometimes I manage to escape. Don't know how you target stuff. Okay. So I have to aim. Oh, I don't have any MP. So I have to get... I have to do this. Did I miss? How do you aim this? Yeah, combat is weird so far. I think there is... Can I pause? No. There we go. I'm wondering if something is wrong with the mapping here. I hope that the next patch will include just fixing the control stuff, okay? I have no idea. Oh, what? Yeah, I don't know you. How do you fight? I need a tutorial. Yeah, I'm frozen. What? I'm still frozen. Yeah, that doesn't work. Miss. Yeah, I do not get this combat. I'm doing terrible, I know. I just don't... I do not get this combat at all. I don't understand it. Am I going back? This looks the same. Everything looks the same. I do have the compass, right? Did I go this way? Oh god, now I don't know. It looks like I might have come from that area. Yes, I did. Oh my god. Dude! What is this? My god, that's a lot. What? This is insane. This is too much for the fighting. I am so weak, this is ridiculous. Come on. I'm gonna die here. Jesus Christ. What is happening? It's creeping close. Miss? Oh no. He's got me! Jesus, he has some HP. Right, this also seems like it's not working, because if I press left, nothing is happening. I cannot select the left element here. Down is not working. Right is working. This is definitely more crazy than Final Fantasy. I can't even see here. Oh my goodness. So obviously I'm not a huge RPG player, but this felt really insane with the combat here. I'm sure I'm missing something, but I would think that I need to read up or understand or get some kind of tutorial, because I'm not really getting here. It could be also that the controls, since it is like this one, might be mapped a little bit weird, right? Who knows? Since this is usually the Star Fox 64 kind of mapping name and stuff here, what it looks like, so it does seem to run very well. That is, you know, the key thing, and it looks very sharp. Okay, further along this road this is where I'm supposed to be getting to. A robber is about, okay. And nothing more here is saving, no. But yeah, it's been insane amount of just combat here, and I feel so underpowered and weak and like crazy. I do have my HP back, or MP back. Do you get your MP back after you win a fight, or? But since the fights are so brutal, it does make it a little bit like I don't want to go off and explore, since there is so much fighting and craziness. I just wanna like try to get to like the next village here. This is not a good camera angle. So I don't know, like I can see that I have 3 green, but I don't know if I can utilize that. I also don't know how to like lock on to enemies. That is really not a powerful thing. just doing 1 damage each. That's 7. That's a little bit better. Oh, okay, so but I don't have any other ability here. I only have rock. And he is not weak to the rock. Obviously. I'm weak to rock, though. Right, so I'm just pressing right to kind of avoid the rock here. Left. Right. Left. Oh, I'm out of MP. Miss? Ow. This is the world's slowest fight. Yeah, I don't know how to make this fight better. I don't get it. I'm also going to have to use this one. Don't know, I can't read this sign. So I don't know which way to go. I'm gonna guess maybe this way. Okay, we get some loot. Oh my goodness gracious. Help, help. Okay, is this the place we needed to be? Is it safe, a little village, or... I think this... Let me double check. When did this game be... When was it released? Released in 1998. That must have been after Zelda was released. This looks very basic. Like I feel like the Super Mario 64 graphic is more... has more oomph to it. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay, this is just an empty house. The camera is really shitty. Just in true Nintendo 64 spirit. The house looks very much similar, so it's a little bit confusing knowing what house I have like looked in and not, and very little people for an RPG. Oh, finally. Okay. And I don't know what to do with that information here. Oh, oh, there we go. Oh, there's someone here. Okay, he could help me, but he's not going to help me, I guess. There's a lot of... well, there are a few NPC here, but it doesn't seem like I'm getting a lot of from talking to them here. Yes, I guess that was a spirit I got there. Not sure what the spirits are doing yet, so... Okay, there's a lot of stuff about the woods and the robbery. Is that my goal, to take care of him? Probably. And we have a princess, okay. I've gained 6 defense and 8 agility. What is that? HP, I've upgraded from 53 to 55, oh, from 50 to 55. MP has gone up to 16, okay. I went in here already. Okay, so what is there anything more I can do up here? Again, it's a little bit rough knowing which houses I have been in. They look very similar, a lot of them. Okay, so is this the bar, the pub? Right. I'm getting that the robber in the woods is a big thing here. Guessing that's probably what I should get to. Oh, so that, okay, MP. Oh, wow, okay, so when we have 0 when we have 0 MP up, like 0 of this and 0 of like this, the bread, we will get like 1 for free. And what is this? But wings will not work in the forest. Okay. Or caves, okay. So can you only use... Take you to Melroad and take you to Dondon. Okay, so fast travel between these places, okay. At least once. And I guess they only work when you're in town. So what the frick can we do now? Did I go into this house? Yeah, I think so. Not sure, but I think so. Again, it looks very similar, so I have no clue which house I've been to. Took a stone from the castle, the robber in the forest. The earth orb, okay. Still haven't figured out these stone things. Can I equip them or something? I have 3 red stones. I have 1 orange, 1 blue and 3 green. I have no idea. Since I haven't played the original, I don't know how the game mechanics are supposed to be. Oh, hello again. Yes, I've heard about the robber in the forest. I think quite a few people have told me about that. Road to log. We're stuck here again. What did you say? The robber is hiding. Okay. Yes, okay, and he has blocked off the road, so I'm gonna guess I have to take care of take care of that robber. Okay, heal up, I guess. Why not? But oh, this is saving. Oh. Hey. More doors. Right, so I'm gonna guess that you need to go into the forest, take care of the robber, open up the roads. If this is around 10 to 12 hours long, I feel that in 1 hour I have gathered very little information about stuff. I'm used to RPGs, you know, being way longer than around 10 hours, so... There is a robber in the woods. Oh my god, you people have nothing else to discuss? If you didn't get it by now, there is a robber in the wood, you dummy. Go there and take it out. Very kinda in-your-face quest, right? Like, get the frick to the forest and take this robber out. Alright, I don't think this is going to be... By how the combat feels, I don't think this would be a game that I'm gonna dive into. The graphic is, again, is basic graphic, but the graphic is sharp and colorful. It doesn't disturb me, but the combat did not engage me in the slightest. The dodging mechanic, the escaping mechanic, the trying to use this that I just don't understand what the hell I'm doing with, doesn't engage me. So yeah, because we are up here at 1 hour, so I am like, if a game doesn't grab you in 1 hour, well, then that probably might not be the game you're looking for. You might be wrong, sometimes it could take longer, but yeah. But I'm sure if you get into the combat better than I am, that it might be more of a fun. This seems like it is like a lightweight RPG in a way. So it could be RPG that might be good for people that doesn't want those Final Fantasy craziness with all of the money, buying stuff and all of that, you know, just wandering around, doing a bit of a combat, some lighter in-your-face story, like, hey, take out a robber in the woods. Okay, so we have lots of the doors. I'm just going to see if I can explore this little part of the game and like meet maybe the king of the castle here, and then I'm going to be stopping. Lots of empty rooms. Where the hell am I? That's... Camera is definitely not a nice one. Okay, we are on the second floor. That's... there's a lot of little doors all over the place here. Oh, have you heard about the robber in the woods? Okay, so here you get some info about, I guess, the first boss fight, right? That try to not get close to him. I guess he can use different attacks depending on if you are close or far away. What is the point with all of these empty rooms here? Right, doesn't look... Oh, it looks like some graphical flickering, glitching here. Doesn't seem like there's anything I can do here. Get to the second floor. Let's see if we can go to the big main door. Just to see what's going to happening here. Hello? Oh, I am allowed into the big gates. Okay, Earth Orb, okay. Right, so we have to do this. Not a side quest, it's like something we have to do. Go into the woods and fight this. Right, HP. And is this... Oh, more HP. This gonna be MP. Yep. Right. Just to help you with the fight, I guess. Right. So it is a little bit... I think I can stop here probably, right? And like summarize my thoughts. Right, so it's daytime now. I'm guessing that we have to like go out, just take the other road, and that's how you like do this. Again, the graphics here, like they are sharp and nothing too crazy, but very simple. Definitely have a lot of the blurry textures, but it is a pretty colorful and nice game here. But it doesn't really bother me. It's the gameplay that I'm not with the fighting mechanic, that I'm just not feeling here. Right, so with this turn-based, it looks like, since I'm not pressing a button here. Wait, now I have a fireball? How did I do that? Wind cutter, fireball. Well, that didn't work. Okay, so you use the C button. So how did I... Oh, that's just a rock. Right. It does seem like they are weakest to rock. Okay, so if I only pressed like the magic button, the Y button, it seems to be the rock. But if I press water pillar, yeah, I think this... Oh. Oh, I can just slap them. Let me try something here. I'm gonna try and press... Did that work? Maybe. Right, yeah, I think it is... oops, let's do this. I think it is something with the controls here that isn't mapped correctly in this game. I think the Y button is supposed to be C button up, and I think the B button might be C button down or something like that. All right, well, I am about to stop here because we gotten into 1 hour, and right, because this is water pillar, and oops. So I can press wind cutter, fireball, rock, or water pillar. Right, I can also get up close and just slap them. Okay, wind cutter is not working. Okay, that just hitting them with the cane was a little bit more powerful. Okay, so I'm getting into the combat a little bit more, right? Right. So again, so part of the problem probably with the understanding of the combat here is hasn't been like in a tutorial, or haven't read if there is a manual online, you know, to read about if that explains combat or something. But I feel that, again, Y and B buttons are probably supposed to be C buttons. Because if I'm pressing, when I'm collecting these spears or upgrades, I can only press up and right on the right stick for like to pick different like of the stone things there. And if I press Y and B button, I do get different kind of ability thing here. So I think there is something that is a little bit not correct with the button mapping here. Just wanted to see, what is this? Can you read? Nope. Right, so this is the forest, and I think this is probably a good place to stop, right? Scary place. Yeah, there we go. Quest 64. Interesting, trying. Again, it's really nice with the recompile, static recompile port. I hope that the next release, not for me personally, but I think that is the key thing just to get working, is to make the controller, the key bindings correct, and to not like look like Star Fox 64 things, right? We don't have a turbo, we don't have a brake and stuff like that. It's get a little bit hard to remap if you don't know, you know, what it's supposed to be here. So this is probably what needs to be addressed for just the gameplay experience. Other than that, you know, it looks crisp. The 16:9 ratio seems fine, it runs super smooth. Again, you know, we have locked a nice little 120 frames here, not a very demanding recompiled, right? You can definitely again see the age of the textures. I think the characters are pretty nice looking. Obviously you can still see that they are, you know, the 90s blockiness to them, but the animation stuff, pretty nice. Texture pack for like crisping up the textures probably is going to be huge bonus for just oomping up the graphic here. But it's again very vibrant, colorful, but it looks a little bit simple. Like the rooms seems to be the same in town. A lot of the assets, the trees and stuff you can see are being reused. It feels a little bit empty, you know, compared to the Zelda games, the Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask. They just have more life to them. Again, I don't know if this came, I feel like this came out before or just around the time of Zelda Ocarina of Time. Maybe just before it, in 98 or something like that. Yeah, the visuals doesn't really... To me, it doesn't... This is not like the peak N64 graphics. These are more like the beginning of the N64 graphics, before they kind of started doing crazy stuff. So it feels... It definitely has a little bit of like an empty feel, a little bit of repetitive feel with a lot of empty rooms there that looks a lot of the same. But the graphic, again, isn't the biggest problem from here. The problem here has been that is just a ton of fighting, and I haven't vibed a bit with the combat. And you know, the more you play, definitely it is a little bit more interesting for sure that you can, if I get close to enemies, I can attack them. I just had no idea. I always just felt like, oh, I have my space, and I was in the mind of Final Fantasy games. The enemies have their space, I have my space, I do my attack, and my characters, like, you know, go attack them and then gets back, and this works very different. Here I have a space that I can like try to avoid something within. I can also try to push the space out of the arena to escape. I can also try to push forward. I can like push this little space forward into the enemies, and then I can attack them without magic. Again, maybe this is explained in the manual, but the game itself is not explaining that. So that took a little bit of a time. And then I'm not sure exactly what this kind of... I see here at the bottom left there I have 3 red crystal, 2 orange, 1 blue and 3 green. Like, I'm not exactly sure what that means. And I also think that the key mapping again is wrong. I think like this is probably right or down, maybe the B button, and the Y button, that is probably left or down for the rock power level 1. Then we have fireball level 1, because it says there that it's empty. Maybe when I will beat the first boss, maybe this will make more of a, like, come together. Maybe then I can equip one of the kind of the earth stone, and then maybe I have, for example, maybe when I will get the fire stone, maybe I will then have 3 fire. Let me do this. Maybe then it will mean that I will have 3 fire spells I can use. But yeah, so far I don't know what those numbers in the bottom really means, or what they do for me. And yeah, like, this just seems very basic. The gameplay and the combat here, just, even though it is interesting, it's not really getting me. I think I would have had more of a chance of getting into it if it just was more turn-based, or something. But I might look at someone playing this just a little bit, just for fun, to see how they do the combat. Because I'm curious to see how I'm doing wrong, and what maybe I, you know, if I see someone doing combat, maybe then it would be like, oh, I might want to give this another shot, like another shot. But yeah, the combat a bit interesting, but also a bit weird and not really grabbing me. So that is why I'm, you know, not going to probably dive into this myself. But recompilations are amazing. I love this, to get old games just run better, or, you know, look crisper, work on modern or different hardware. It's just absolutely amazing, so fun. I love the work that has been put into this here, and I'm sure that the fans of this game here are going to be very happy that we have this one. So stay tuned for, you know, the updates to this port. I will put that in the description, where you can, you know, look at this port yourself if you have access to the copy of Quest 64, the American version at the moment, I believe, only. So yeah, maybe if you're curious, give this one a shot yourself. Leave your thoughts about this. But it was really fun trying it. It was a lot of fighting, but it hasn't been like frustratingly boring. It was an interesting, like okay, this is the game that I've heard a little bit, I've seen a little bit all the way since the 90s, but I never really like sat down for an hour and just, oh, what is this game for me, playing it. So that was really fun. But yeah, I don't think that right now that it will be something that I stream on my channel. So don't stay tuned for that. But feel free to follow or leave a like, a comment. Click back to the channel if you don't want to, miss me trying other games, demos, and stuff like this on my YouTube channel here. Twitch.tv/Halkenstrong for streaming various games that I try on this YouTube channel. If you want to see the full playthroughs, that is the place to check out. And yeah, thanks for watching. Have a great day, and bye for this time.